everybody, and welcome back to the Positive Craig YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. Yes, I want to say a huge thank you to all my new subscribers, everybody who's joined my channel and everybody who's supporting me on this journey and the road to 1500 subscribers. So yeah, I want to say a huge thank you first off. Remember, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Yeah, today we're going to be having a little bit of fun, a little bit of a laugh, a little bit of light-hearted entertainment today in regards to the topic. We're not going to be too serious today. We're going to have a little bit more fun. So yeah, let's get straight into today's video. Welcome back everybody. Yes, today we're going to be talking about positively laughing out loud. And what does that mean? Now, positively laughing out loud can be expressed in lots of different ways. First off, it's how it makes us feel, how we sort of perceive things to be funny, and how it really boosts our positivity, our energy, and obviously our well-being when it comes to laughing. So there's lots of different formats, lots of different ways in which we can express that. One of the first ways obviously is spending time with friends, spend time with family. You know, you could be going to a theatre show, watching your favourite thing, watching your favourite stand-up comedian, or it could be just watching your favourite television programme on a Saturday night or whatever it is that just makes you laugh. So yeah, we're going to get into a couple of different things and what benefits this has to us, and some of the main people out there that you might recognise that just make us laugh, the people who entertain us no matter what. When we're feeling down, we pop a DVD in or whatever on, you know, on-demand service and just have that little laugh. So yeah, today we're going to have a little bit of fun and a little bit of analysis on what it is to laugh and how good it is for ourselves. Okay, so yes, first thing we're going to talk about is how laughing makes us feel, how it really boosts our levels. Now, if you have ever felt down, if you do feel down at the moment, one of the things that can always really boost you up is having a good laugh. Having a little bit of laugh, sometimes it could be at yourself, it could be at somebody else's expense, it could be at a comedian or something funny that you've obviously seen on television. But one of the big things we need to understand is a lot of people out there who do suffer from mental health issues or have any sadness issues or anything that, you know, does unfortunately bring you down on a daily basis. One of the biggest reliefs of that is learning to laugh. Now, you know, sometimes life can be very serious. You know, it can be where you can't really laugh, or you've got too many things going on, you feel like you can't laugh, but there's always room for laughter. There's always times when you can take yourself out of that zone of, you know, being a little bit sad, a little bit down, a little bit, you know, not together with it, but also putting something on like a DVD or an on-demand stand-up service or one of your favourite stand-up shows on television and just having a little laugh. Now, if you're anything like me, I think laughing is one of the most powerful things you can actually have, and one of the biggest tools in your arsenal when it comes to defeating obviously depression and mental health issues, and at least just making yourself feel good for that little bit of time. So how does it make you feel when you see something funny, when you have a laugh, when somebody tells you a joke? How does that make you feel? Is it uplifting to you? Is it, you know, something that you love to do? Because this is a flip side as well. Obviously I'm talking about, you know, having a laugh, making, you know, things that make you laugh, but also things that you can do to make other people laugh. Now, I know myself, I like cracking jokes, being funny, and I like people, you know, laughing at some of my things I do. Sometimes I'm being very silly, or sometimes I'll say something funny and making people laugh, and that to me makes me happy. So what is it that is the secret to your sort of way to being happy in regards to laughter? Do you like laughing at the television, laughing at stage, you know, something on the stage, or do you enjoy making other people laugh? So you always what you need to do is look at how it is that you do laugh, how you find comedy in whatever the situation there is, and how that sort of brings you out of that little level of feeling a little bit rough after you've had maybe a tough day or a tough week or a tough month. That comedy can help you sort of ease that sort of stress, ease the anxiety, and help you sort of just break that emotion that might make you feel a little bit better. But as I say, that is just a couple of different ways that you can look at it. There is plenty of ways we're going to look at today. As I say, the first one is how laughter affects us, how we feel, and how that's going to make us sort of get on with our lives a little bit better, even when it's a bit doomy and gloomy and we're having a bit of a rough time. So yeah, don't forget, try to laugh. Another great form of laughter is going to see live comedy. Now, in Liverpool, for instance, where I live, there's plenty of comedy clubs. There's lots of stand-up comedians, lots of people who are really funny. Obviously, a lot of comedians have come from Liverpool, John Bishop, you know, various different people. And I find going to live shows, going to live comedy shows is fantastic. It's brilliant for the soul. It's not so much the fact that you're going and seeing these stand-up comedians and they're making some really funny jokes and you're having such much fun, but it's about the atmosphere of the room. It's being around all these other people who are having a laugh, having a great time, are all socialising. So it's about the community, it's about the people around you, not just solely about yourself when you go to see a stand-up comedian or somebody who's on stage performing. It is about the environment, the people you're around, the well-being, the atmosphere of being in that room where everybody's unified and laughing at the same jokes and having a laugh. And sometimes if a comedian picks on somebody in the audience, that's even funnier. Observational humour, you can't help but having a laugh, even if they pick on you. And they might pick something funny out about you or might ask you a question and you're the butt of the joke. You should always laugh along with it, because it is such an amazing thing to see live comedy, to be experienced at live comedy and being around that atmosphere where everybody's having such a good time, usually with a couple of drinks, and especially with friends. It is a brilliant way to ease that sort of ill feelings and bad moods that you sometimes can find yourself in, with that sort of release. And a lot of them are available, I'm pretty sure, around the country, weeknights, weekends, so it isn't just exclusive to certain times. There's always comedy going on. Obviously there's things, fringe festivals and various other things you can go to in Scotland, which there's lots of different avenues in order for you to explore what type of comedy you like. Or do you like sort of observational, satire, black comedy? What is it that the dark sense of humour, the sort of the Jimmy Carrs, the sort of edgy comedy? What is it that makes you laugh? And who is your favourite stand-up comedian? Who is it that you love the most? I'd love to hear back in the comments. Tell me who your favourite stand-up comedian is and who you really love to see perform, and if you've seen them plenty of times, who was it? I'd love to hear back from you guys, because for me, stand-up comedy, being out in that environment, is absolutely fabulous. So yeah, if you haven't already, give it a try. Okay, another fantastic form of comedy is watching the sitcom situation comedies that are on television. Now, this can span throughout our childhoods, can span throughout our older lives. They could be brand new sitcoms or they could be old sitcoms. Now, if you cast your memory back to what sitcoms you grew up with, like for instance Mothers to Have 'Em, there's some really old ones such as George and Mildred, Rise and Damp, Keeping Up Appearances, which was one of my mum's favourites. There is some absolutely legendary comedy things out there and some absolutely brilliant writing. One of the things that I really like in modern day sort of funny writing has been the Phoenix Nights. I absolutely love that with Peter Kay. Very northern humour, very funny, very close to sort of our northern hearts in regards to some of the things that have happened, some of the social clubs that you find in the north. It's very much attuned to sort of our lifestyles up north and how we sort of have them sort of little social clubs that we all go to with little acts on and stuff like that. There is loads of different comedy shows that you can pick, and I always find one of my favourites, one that literally has me absolutely in stitches, is Open All Hours. Absolutely brilliant. Granville and Arkwright in his store, and that's now been carried on with David Jason as Arkwright. He's took the store over now, which is absolutely brilliant. So there is plenty of comedy out there. There's plenty of things that you can really pick up. Now, I would say if you haven't found a really good comedy or something that hasn't really aspired to you, go out there. There is hundreds, I mean hundreds of fantastic shows that you can tune into and get into that will literally have you splitting your sides. Fawlty Towers, the list is endless. I would say find a really good one, stick to it and see it right through to the end, because you know what, there is nothing more heartfelt than sitting on the couch, crying, laughing, spilling your tea, literally head over heels with laughter, especially with family and friends, when literally it just takes you away from any troubles you've got, any issues you've got, and just gets you in that really good, helpful mood, and you cannot wait to see the next episode. Now, to me, that is absolutely fantastic. You should really get involved in that. If you haven't already, maybe find a new show. Look at some of the older shows. If you're sort of a bit younger generation, cast your mind back to some of the older shows. Have a look at some of like the Mothers to Adam and you know, some of the old things that are on there, because you cannot go wrong with them. They're absolutely satisfying for the soul. So yeah, have a look and see what's best for you. Okay, so films. Now, this is a huge category. Comedy films. There has been comedy films since films have been made from the very, very beginning, the black and white days. Comedy is one of the best subjects to actually make films on. It's one of the most well watched, most frequently watched. You've got some absolutely phenomenal characters out there, some really funny actors. I'm a huge fan of Ryan Reynolds because of his comedy, his dark humour, his really edgy sense of humour. Always makes me laugh, but there's absolute classic people out there. I was recapping with a good friend of mine about Uncle Buck, John Candy. Absolutely phenomenal film. One of the most quotable films out there. You've got the National Lampoon's films, which I've watched recently, especially the Christmas one. Again, some absolutely historically funny moments on there, and even some very serious actors who've gone into comedy, like for instance Arnold Schwarzenegger started out as a big action hero. He's gone to a lot of comedy with like Junior, sort of lax action hero. There's plenty of things in there for you to have a look at. But one of the things I love to do is to go to the cinema and have that absolute experience of laughing out loud, going to see something really funny, Adam Sandler films. You know, there's plenty of people out there, but having that experience of having a good laugh, you know, wanting to own that video as well. So obviously you go to the cinema, you love it that much that you can't wait to buy it when it comes and releases out on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever, on demand services. It is a fantastic joy, and it's something that you can really get involved in. You know, you can get cinema passes now for unlimited cinema passes, so you can, you know, the fun doesn't stop. You just keep going and watching all your favourite films, even if it's watching them over and over again. But definitely, cinema, to me, has been one of my biggest influences growing up. It's something that has stuck with me since a child, and comedy has always been there, and it's always a go-to for me, and it should be a go-to for you. If you haven't found a truly hilarious film, that, you know, what is your favourite, you know, leave a comment down below. What is your favourite comedy film? What is it that you go to, you could watch 1,000 times, and no matter what, it keeps getting funnier every single time you see it? There is so many out there. So yeah, have a little think, have a little dig through the archives of your old funny comedy videos, or have a look on demand services and find something that truly made you laugh, especially when you were younger, especially when you were a child. One of the big things that's really inspired me in regards to laughing and really made me happy is when you meet somebody with a really infectious laugh. Somebody who, when they laugh, you cannot help but laugh around them. People who are just hilariously funny, and it could be something that isn't that funny, but you laugh more at their laugh with them, not at them, but with them, at how funny their laugh is, because an infectious laugh is just unbelievable. You know, do you know anybody who's got a laugh where you instantly, as soon as they're laughing, you're laughing? You cannot help it. It is infectious. I think one of the really endearing things is when little kids laugh. It's so funny when my kids were growing up, and little kids have that little infectious giggle laugh. Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. So I always try and sort of like to sort of recap on when I've met somebody who had a really funny laugh. If you've seen somebody on television, there's plenty of GIFs and memes and various other things about people who have really infectious laughs. I think one of the most popular ones, which I'll put up, is this guy. He's just got the most infectious laugh. I cannot help but literally be in tears laughing at him when I see him. It is so funny. I don't even know who he is. I just stumbled across him one day and I just could not stop watching him. He was so funny. So yeah, always try and find somebody who makes you laugh. Always try and find people who bring you joy. People who automatically uplift you as soon as you come into the room, or as soon as they come into the room, you know you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to be around people who make you feel good, because this is the key. Having an infectious laugh is one thing, but being around people who make you feel good, make you feel happy, positive. You know, like for instance, if you go into work, you work with somebody who's going to literally have you in stitches all day long, and you know that's going to really make your working day sort of pass as it goes along. So do you have anybody that you work with, anybody in university, college or anything like that, that you automatically, when they come into the room, they've got you in stitches? They're just hopelessly funny, no matter what they say, it just have you in stitches. So yeah, always try and find really good people to be around, always try and find funny people to be around, because they can always make your day and always lift you out of whatever mood you're in.
We're sending you back to the future!
Okay, so I hope this video has been really helpful to you. I hope that I've brought light sort of from these dark times, because a lot of my videos I do obviously concentrate on a lot of negative things and trying to reverse them, trying to get more positive, trying to uplift yourself. But sometimes we have to take it back to the root and the base thing that is always going to lift us, and that is comedy, that is laughing, that is about feeling good inside and feeling good with the people that are around us. So all my videos, you know, accumulate them all together. It all starts with feeling good, feeling positive, feeling active, and comedy, laughing and enjoying yourself is the absolutely foundation to helping yourself come out of any depression, any sadness or any bad times that you are going through. So remember, always try and laugh, always try and find the funny side of things. If you are finding it tough, maybe speak to somebody, or you know, get in touch with friends that you may have fell out of touch with, and you know, get back to, you know, telling those old stories again, those funny drunken stories of times when you went on holiday, or like when you were kids and something funny happened. There's always comedy to be found, there's always great stories to be told with family and friends, and it's always uplifting when you get to share that. So yeah, don't forget to laugh, love and enjoy yourself. So yeah, I'd like to thank you very much for watching my video today. I hope it's really been helpful. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and don't forget to share my videos, as I'm still on the road to getting to 1500 subscribers. We're not quite there yet, but keep pushing for me, keep sharing and keep giving the love out there like I'm giving to you guys. So yeah, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and as always, I've been Positively Craig. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.